Hey guys, what is going on? Jurgen from Zergrino Sports here, and today we are back at it again with some more of our Smackdown vs. Raw 2007 GM Mode series. Before we get into this week's episode, let's take a quick look at what we did last week on the March 14th edition of Smackdown, which saw us lose 110,000 fans to Raw because they ran a slander promotion, and even though they had a worse show, despite the slander promotion, they literally, it doesn't make sense, right? Because like the whole slander promotion thing is, oh, the general manager says, hey, the other brand's going to be shit this week, watch our show instead. If I'm watching your show, right, and it's just shit throughout, and the first match has a vacancy, and you're just like, oh, what's going on here? It's just dead air, right? Why would I keep watching? If the show's shit, why would I keep watching? You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Anyways, we started things off with what was scheduled to be Boogeyman versus Kane, but Booker T blindsided Boogeyman, attacking him during his entrance, then challenging Undertaker's WrestleMania once again, saying, how about now? I'm not a joke now. You think I'm a joke because he beat me? He got lucky. I just beat his ass now. I'm not a joke. Fight me at Mania. Undertaker just says no. And then in the next match, we had a triple threat Money in the Bank qualifier for the 5th spot in the match. Rob Van Dam wins that. Then in the third match, we had Chavo Guerrero addressing the Cruiserweight division, where he roasts everybody, then says he's going to save the division and save everybody's worthless little careers after he wins the title from Gregory Helms at WrestleMania, after which he gets beat down by the Cruiserweight roster, who in the kayfabe would have included Kid Cash. Gregory Helms would have been out there. He wouldn't have gotten involved in the beatdown, but he would have watched Rey Mysterio, Super Crazy, and Kid Cash beat down Chavo, which ends in a sequence of a 619 into a dead level, into not one, not two, but 3 moonsaults from Super Crazy. Then in the 4th match of the evening, we had what was scheduled to be Umaga versus Kennedy. However, Mr. Kennedy, while Umaga's waiting in the ring, shows up on the Titantron, says, hey, yo, I turned on you because you failed me one too many times, and I threw you to the side like the trash that you are. Turns out, by the way, I can't make it tonight. My agent double booked me, and I got to film this movie. But I found somebody of your caliber for you to fight as a replacement, which happens to be a local competitor, which Umaga decimates. Then in the next match, we had Eddie Guerrero versus Shelton Benjamin. This match is riddled with shenanigans. After a ref bump at some point in the match, a chair gets inserted by Kurt Angle, which is then used by Shelton Benjamin to hit Eddie Guerrero in the head. He pins Eddie Guerrero after throwing the chair back outside the ring. Eddie Guerrero kicks out. Later on in the match, Kurt Angle throws the chair in once again and then gets up on the apron to distract the ref so Shelton can use it again. Shelton swings. Eddie Guerrero ducks under, turns around, kicks him in the dick, picks up the chair. Kurt Angle realizes Eddie's about to use the chair, tells the ref to turn around. The ref turns around just in time to see a pissed off Eddie Guerrero smash Shelton Benjamin over the head with a chair, causing the DQ victory for Shelton Benjamin. The hashtag face GM's like, nah, enough of this. You know, Eddie, you're going to get your fair one-on-one shot against Shelton at Revenge. You know, the Kurt and Eddie have been screwing with you too long. I've had enough of this. I'm sure all the fans have had enough of this. We're going to rectify this next week. You're going to get a fair shot at Shelton in a steel cage match. And then in the main event of the evening, Batista challenges for the United States Championship in a United States Championship Open challenge and comes up just short against Chris Benoit. Let's take a look at the roster right here. We've got popularities. We got Kurt still at a 99. Eddie, I don't know if Eddie kept 94. I think Eddie kept 94 because Undertaker would have went down to 93. Chris Benoit, 92 there, as well as Kane. Helms at a 91. Umaga's at 88. Shelton's at an 86. Book's at an 85. Kennedy's 85. Chavo's 83. Ray's 82. RVD's 81. Batista's 80. Randy's 80. Melina's at a 76. Nitro's at a 75. Super Crazy's at a 70. Boogeyman's at a 68. Kid Cash at a 61. Am I missing people on the roster? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. I feel like I skipped over somebody, but maybe it was just because I was talking fast. In terms of contracts, we're going to have to renew Eddie Guerrero's contract for the first time in this series because I signed him to a 1-year contract back in the draft when we signed him initially. I don't know why I didn't sign Kurt Angle to a 1 year. I signed him to a 6-month for some reason. It would have made sense to sign him to a 1 year, but I was an idiot, I guess, at that time. Current champions are the same. No title changes as of late, besides the tag team change at No Way Out. And then we have these rivalries all in good standing right here. Let's take a look at the free agency. Just out of curiosity, I don't really want anybody. We have only got 2 weeks until Mania anyway, so there's no purpose in me getting anybody. All right, that's all the housekeeping we typically do. So without further ado, let's get into this week's show with the match card starting with the first match of the evening, which is the final Money in the Bank qualifier between Johnny Nitro and Kid Cash to start off the show. We will see who gets that final spot and joins Chris Benoit, Rey Mysterio, Shelton Benjamin, Rob Van Dam, and the Boogeyman in the Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania. Then in the second match of the evening, we have what is scheduled to be Rob Van Dam versus Kane, but while Rob Van Dam is waiting in the ring, we cut backstage to a Kane, who has doctors checking him out. They're saying, oh, he's hurt. He might not make it to Mania, kind of thing, and everybody's like, I wonder who did that. You know who, and we'll explain it all once we get into the match segment right there. But you know, spoiler alert, it's Booker T. So yeah. Then in the third match of the evening, we have Umaga and Kennedy, or so it is scheduled. However, when it gets time for the match, Umaga is yet again waiting, and yet again up on the Titantron appears Mr. Kennedy. Behind him, you see a very nice looking house, perhaps a mansion, and you see him, and he's like, "Hey, Umaga, man, I hate to do this to you again, but I'm not gonna make it this week either. You know, I'm having car troubles, believe it or not. You know, when you're as in demand as me and you have to drive all around the country constantly to make it to appearances and to work on projects that people pay you handsomely for, you know, even the best of cars like my Lamborghini have some car trouble once in a while, so I'm not going to be there. Meanwhile, you know, you're still broke. You're still worthless. You're still trash, you know? So at least, you know, maybe I'm not there. Maybe I got car troubles, but yeah, at least I'm not you, broke, worthless, and trash. Which reminds me, I got you another replacement of your caliber. Take care. Something like that. So we have Mr. Umaga here against yet another local competitor, a local yokel. Maybe I said we'll use the Dutch version of Johnny Gargano that appeared on Smackdown in 2005. Maybe we'll use the jobber version of Tommaso Ciampa this week. We'll pretend it's those guys because this is happening in 2006 technically, because it is Smackdown vs. Raw 2007, but the Mania in the game is 22, and 22 Mania was in 2006. So the start of the series would have been in 2005 up until Rumble, and the Rumble would have been in 06. You get it. Time is a man-made concept. Well, not a man-made concept. Time exists, but our perception of time is man-made. There we go. Okay. So yeah, that's what we have in the third match of the evening right there. Then in the fourth match of the evening, we have a hardcore match between Gregory Helms and Super Crazy. So basically, Chavo would have a promo at some point in the night, and he would say, "Hey, Helms, I got some news for you. You see, I went to the general manager, and you know, we had a talk. I threatened to sue SmackDown for what happened last week, those heinous attacks that the Cruiserweight division carried out on me. You know, I was not scheduled to compete that night. I did not sign on to any match, and yet I was attacked brutally for no reason at all. So, you know, I threatened to get my lawyers involved, but I came to a decision that I would not sue SmackDown and the company if the general manager let me pick our stipulation at WrestleMania, as well as giving me a couple other perks here and there." So at WrestleMania, Mr. Goody Two Shoes, we are going to have a hardcore match. And you see, one of those perks that I mentioned is that I was able to schedule a match between you and Super Crazy tonight in a hardcore match to see if you, Mr. Goody Two Shoes, can still get the job done and can still do some damage and inflict damage on your opponent, or if you're going to be a little bitch. And yeah, that's how we come to Super Crazy versus Gregory Helms in a hardcore match. And then in the fifth match of the evening, we have Randy Orton answering the United States Championship Open Challenge this week, which features obviously Chris Benoit defending his United States Championship. The difference for this week would be that because in the previous 2 weeks with the Open Challenge, I had RVD just be the first one to come out, and then I had last week I had Batista and Randy both say that they're gonna try and get in the Open Challenge that night, and it was just whoever could get there first, and it happened to be Batista. This week, I'm going to have Randy approach Chris Benoit backstage and be like, hey, Benoit, I just wanted to ask you now if I can answer your Open Challenge later on tonight. And Benoit's like, okay, yeah, it's an Open Challenge, bro. So it's announced a bit of ahead of time, you know what I mean? We already know the contestant for the Open Challenge. We learned that earlier in the show, a couple segments prior or something like that. So, yeah, and then we maybe have another backstage segment between Randy and Batista where Randy's like, hey, man, I got myself a U.S. title shot tonight. I got my Open Challenge shot tonight, and when I win that U.S. Championship, I'm going to prove that I'm not the weak link of us, man. It's you, brother. It's you. And Batista's like, okay, we'll see, man. We'll see. Something like that. So that's the fifth match right there. And then in the main event of the evening, we have the steel cage match between Eddie Guerrero and Shelton Benjamin. Now, for this match, we have we'll have a promo at some point in the night where Eddie will cut a promo and he'll say, all right, man, later on tonight, or hold on, let me look at my book because I might have I forget who starts the promo, and it doesn't really matter technically, but also I just want to know what the fuck I wrote. So we got to look at the book. Hopefully the paper isn't being too loud. Okay, yeah, never mind. Sorry. Kurt starts things off in a promo, and he says, you know what, Kurt? I'm Kurt. You know what, Eddie? Tonight you get the match you so desperately wanted. You get the match with Shelton Benjamin to get revenge for what he did to your mother. But here's the issue, Eddie. You're going to lose in this steel cage tonight, just like you lost at SummerSlam. And just like you're going to lose again at WrestleMania. You made a big mistake trying to get revenge against Shelton Benjamin. And he would interrupt the promo and saying, listen, Kurt, tonight I'm going to finally deal with your boy, Shelton Benjamin, your little lackey, your little protege, whatever you want to call him. Let's call it like it is, your little bitch, right? I'm going to deal with him tonight. And then in WrestleMania, I'm going to deal with you. I'm going to beat you. And I'm going to take that World Heavyweight Championship. So, yeah, we got that steel cage match to end off the show. So, without further ado, the promos, by the way, are a slander promo and a rivalry in place of match promo. Overall, this show is an expensive show. Typically, the show costs, when I'm not doing any special matches, are $50K. They just start out at $50K. I guess it's $50K overhead, but I'll just let you in on it now. My show cost for this show is $127,000, so nearly triple the regular cost of a SmackDown for me. But we got a big show, and hopefully we'll be able to win a big amount of fans for this. But without further ado, let's get into it with the first match of the evening, which I remind you is Kid Cash versus Johnny Nitro for the last spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match. We're going to do give up and DQ off as per usual, and we're going to be playing this match, as Johnny Nitro. And you'll notice we have a manager beside Johnny Nitro, but guess what? It's not who you think it is. It's not Melina. It's Kurt Angle. Basically, I'm doing a slander promotion. The rest of the matches on my card should realistically get minimum 3.5 star each. If I would have done Nitro, Melina, and Kid Cash, this match gets at most 3 and maybe even a 2.5 because of Kid Cash. However, if I'm throwing Kurt Angle in here, my hope is that Kurt Angle's 99 popularity gets this match to a 3-star. That way, we have nothing lower than a 3-star. A 3-star is still a solid opening to the show, and then after that, hopefully we have 3.5s minimum throughout the show. Maybe a 4-star here, maybe a 4.5 here and there. You never know. Probably just a 4 at the maximum, but you know what I mean? So we threw Kurt in there just for the match rating, plus, not match rating, match rating. I had it right. For the match rating, as well as he's not busy because we did the rivalry and place a match because he can't be involved with that match later on in the gameplay. So might as well, he's available, might as well throw him into the lowest match rated card, the lowest popularity one, and try and boost that up. So hopefully it works. Hopefully we get a 3-star out of this match. I don't think we should expect anything more, but a 3-star because of Kurt would be nice. But maybe because he's a 99, he's good enough to get a 3.5. You know what I mean? Who knows? That's wishful thinking, but I think hopefully Kurt elevates this match to a 3-star. So yeah, anyways, let's beat Kid Cash's ass. And we'll drink some of this PC. Please sponsor me. Hell yeah, brother. Not cracking open a cold one because we're recording this on the same day that we recorded last week's episode. So, yeah, man. Alright, dude. We got Kid Cash right here. Which, spoiler alert, I think this is his last appearance on SmackDown. I don't think I have him booked next week. We'll see at the end of the show when I run you through next week's card, but I'm pretty sure I don't have him booked next week. So we'll watch his full entrance because I think this is the last appearance of Kid Cash on this series. So you've been a faithful servant to SmackDown, sir. I gave you some pretty big wins when I signed you because I wanted you in the 70s for Helms, and then you've done a serviceable job putting people over for me ever since. So thanks, Kid Cash. There we go. All right, and then we're gonna get Johnny Nitro coming out here with Kurt Angle technically in his corner in the game, but not at all involved with this match in kayfabe. It would be Melina. But I was gonna do a 3-on-1 handicap with Melina and Kurt just to get Melina in there, so we could get that entrance. But after the last episode, I'm kind of scarred about Melina because, my channel's life flashed before my eyes there, you know what I'm saying? I saw that fucking gooch front and center staring me in the fucking face, staring all of you in the face. Hopefully I remembered to edit Chavo's fucking head over it. If not, apologies. But, oh my goodness, I don't know why we're watching Nitro's full entrance. I'm gonna have PTSD. So Melina, spoiler alert, is not featured anywhere on this card. So yeah, gonna have a little bit of PTSD right there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we got Daivari right there. Somebody I would have liked to have for the Cruiserweight division, but his popularity is just so low. It's too low to warrant bringing him in. He's a 48. He's a 48. It would have taken me months to get him to a respectable popularity, you know what I mean? So, it took me a while to get Kid Cash to a respectable popularity, and he started like mid-50s. You know what I mean? Like, a fucking 48, brother. Whew. No bueno. No bueno. Alright, let's go like this. Let's go like this. Let's do some of that right there. Boom. Right there. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, Johnny Nitro qualifying for this Money in the Bank right here. Boom. Look at that right there. Got him right there. Get you with one of these right there. Boom. Get you with a good old one of these old German supla babies. Let's shoot you into the ropes here. Boom. Look at that right there. Let's get you with one of these, and let's get you... Okay, never mind. A reversal from the feisty Cruiserweight. From the feisty Cruiserweight. Whoop. Okay. Oh, there you go. Let's get you with one of these. There you go. Buddy kicked out of like 2 finishers at fucking Red Health last week in the triple threat, so I'm not even gonna bother pinning him. I gotta do some more damage. That's a lot of damage. Ooh, okay. Chill, man. Ooh, there you go. Here we go. Ooh, nice little gut fucking maneuver right there. Ooh, there you go. Ooh, okay. Decent. I tried to store it actually because I was gonna pick him up, but okay, cool. It is what it is. I want to do a super kick and then finish off with hey, what are you doing? That's my arm, brother. That's my arm. I would appreciate if you did not hurt my arm. I need it to y'all know what I need it for. To wrestle. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and pick your ass up real quick right here. Let's go ahead and get you like this right here. And let's go ahead and do... This is pretty much the Johnny Nitro moveset showcase right now, really, is what's going on. There you go. That busted him open, too. Alright, man. Ooh, jeez. What a fucking clothesline, brother. There you go. Ooh, fuck your knee, bruh. Fuck your knee. There you go. Let's get him with one of these. Russian leg sweep. Alright, I fuck with it. Let's get him with a nice little back supla, teardrop supla, whatever you want to call it. I think I've seen it called both in the games. Oh, fuck your back, man. There we go. Alright. I think that's enough pain for Kid Cash, you know? That's enough pain for Kid Cash. We've inflicted enough damage. No, we haven't. We have another finisher. Hold on, we have another finisher. Hey, Kid Cash, how's it going, man? I realized I had another finisher, so might as well use it. It's your last appearance, man. We might as well really put you down. Let's go. Jesus. There it is. Johnny Nitro earns the last spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania. There we go. Jeez, I don't know why I had a brain fart trying to think of the word WrestleMania, where that's what we're building towards. But yeah, Johnny Nitro with a nice win. Once again, Kurt hopefully elevates this match to a 3-star just by being a 99 and being the world champion and shit. Hopefully he elevates it to a 3-star, maybe even a 3.5, but that's wishful thinking. I understand that. So hopefully up to a 3-star because of Kurt. And then we got the win for Johnny Nitro right there. He is going to WrestleMania to fight for that briefcase that earns the winner a shot at the title whenever they choose within a year. There we go. We got Kid Cash, we got Johnny Nitro, we got Kurt Angle right there. Hopefully a 3-star, like I said. On to the next match. We just put Booker T versus Kane in the game because I don't want to do a backstage brawl. You'll know why eventually, but I don't want to do a backstage brawl this week. So we just did this as a match, DQ and give up off. We put obviously Undertaker with Book because we're going to win with Book, even though there's no actual match. However, there are story implications. We got Undertaker right here. We got Book. We got Kane. Let's see if we can get it done. We'll go ahead and drink some of this peace tea. Please sponsor me. There we go. All right. So, kayfabe-wise, once again, scheduled to be a match between Kane and Rob Van Dam. When Rob Van Dam is waiting in the ring, cameras go to backstage, and Kane is incapacitated. Doctors around him, maybe a little ambulance nearby. He's seriously hurt. He might be out indefinitely. Whatever. He might miss Mania. Whatever. Later in the night, Booker T would come out to cut a promo in the middle of the ring, and he would be like, "Hey, you know, man, I wonder what happened to Kane tonight. I wonder what happened to Kane. You know, whoever did that, bad motherfucker, man. He's a bad motherfucker, whoever did that. Y'all know who did that. I did. You hear that, Undertaker? You hear that, Undertaker? I'm not a joke now, Undertaker, huh? I just beat the shit out of your big fucking red dumbass brother. Put him on the shelf. Got him in the ambulance and all that shit. I ain't a joke now, huh? Huh? What do you say now, Undertaker? Fight me at Mania. Lights go out. Lights come back on. Booker T doesn't see anybody, so he's like, sucker. So he's like, oh, what the fuck? And then on the Titantron appears the date of WrestleMania with a graphic of a tombstone with Booker T's name on it. Can you dig it, sucker? All right, man. We got Book right there. Let's see if we can win this quote-unquote match with Book. But yeah, so Book takes out Kane. Book comes out to reveal that he did it. Once again, trying to goad The Undertaker into a WrestleMania match. And this time it prevails as the message on the Titantron of WrestleMania's date plus Undertaker plus Booker T's name on a animated tombstone or whatever, or a picture of a tombstone with Book's name on it, whatever you want to think for the visual aspect of it. It appears that Undertaker accepts Booker T's challenge. There we go. Come on, bruh. Ooh, there you go. Ooh, that's a fucking knee, brother. That's a knee. Ooh, there you go. Let's go. Oh, come on, sir, that's my dick and balls. Nuts even. Bro, stop fucking. I want to have kids, man. Why you keep fucking targeting my balls? Nuts even. Come on, bro. You ready for the bookend, bitch? I don't understand the whole getting up and losing your balance thing. I've never understood it, but I love it. Does Book not have a Oh, that's not what I wanted, but let's see if you got that move right there. Hell yeah. Cool. Ooh, okay. Does Book not have a spine buster? I'm trying to figure out if Book has a spine buster as a rebound. Yep, there it is. Cool, man. Cool, dude. Ooh, there we go. Let's get your ass up. Okay, you go in reverse, but guess what? Ooh, there you go. I'm gonna store it. I'm gonna do whatever this is. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, chop him up. Ooh, yeah, chop him up. Yeah, chop him up. Yeah, chop him up. Yeah, beat that meat. Okay. Don't worry about it. Let's go. The meat on his chest, obviously, you sickos, okay? In November, okay, you're not seeing this in November, but I'm recording this in November. So in November of all things, you know, let's go ahead and grab a chair. We're gonna beat his ass with a chair a little bit, because I want to, and because it would have been a big fucking attack backstage, and he's doubtful for Mania. So here we go. Hold on. Oh, come on. Here we go. How do I pick up the fucking chair? Was I just not close enough to it? I keep forgetting the controls. Yeah. Book, stop. I want this. Oh, there's no, okay. Fuck you, though. I'm gonna store this right here. You know what, Undertaker? Give me a chair. I don't want to get out of the ring. Here we go. Here we go. Boom. There it is. We'll just pin him off that. We'll pin him off that right there. There it is. Okay. So once again, not an actual Kane versus Booker T match. Kane would have been scheduled for RVD, and then you know, he doesn't make his entrance. Everybody's wondering why. Cut backstage. He's been incapacitated. Book comes out later in the night, cuts a promo, claiming the assault, goading Undertaker, challenging him to Mania once again, which Undertaker accepts through a message on the Titantron. So this definitely did not happen. Undertaker raising Book's hand. That definitely did not happen. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right, man. All right, man. Let's go, dude. Let's go. On to the next one right here. So basically we did this because I want this match to have a good match rating. We're going to do give up off and DQ off. This is the Kennedy and Umaga stuff. Once again, they're scheduled for a match. Kennedy cites car troubles, calls Umaga, broke and worthless, and then says he got himself another replacement opponent on his level, which is another local competitor, a Jobberson. But in the gameplay, we got to advance the Kennedy and Umaga feud, so we put them on the same side. I didn't want to do a single with manager again because I did one last week. So I thought, you know what, might as well put all the 80s in here and then just really boost up this shit. So Ray is at an 82 and RVD's at an 81. So I'm like, okay, we'll put the one with the most popularity on the losing side. We'll put RVD with Kennedy and Umaga. We'll make it a 3-on-1, shit. And then we'll get everybody some popularity except for Ray, of course. And then advance the feud. Because in the kayfabe, once again, Umaga faces a local competitor. And once again, like last week, he decimates him. Let's see if we can replicate the decimation in the gameplay. And wow, dude, I'm having a stroke in the exact same manner that I did in the last episode. The while, there we go, while, I can say the word, while we wait for this to load, we're going to drink some of this PC. Please sponsor me, Jesus. Orale, andale, what you gonna do when we come for you? Ho, buika, buika, 619, buika, buika, that's my bueno, buika, 619, buika, Rey Mysterio, buika, 619, buika, that's my bueno, buika, 619, what you gonna do when we come for you? Main man Ray coming down to the ring to get his ass beat. And he, he's actually not featured this week, but in the gameplay he is. Canada. I'm going to skip his entrance earlier than I typically do just to kind of get across that he's not here. He is not here. He's here in the game because he has to be, but he's not here in the kayfabe. We got RVD right here. We're just going to go ahead and skip his, honestly, because I don't really... Yeah. I can't really meme it too well, and the only part of it I can meme is at the very end. I don't want to watch his whole entrance, so we'll skip it. Umaga got some banging theme music, baby, but we are also going to... you know what? We'll watch some of his entrance. We'll skip a little bit. You know? Why does Chimmel say Umaga? I think I've mentioned this before, but you'd have to think. Why is it Umaga? Wouldn't it be Umaga? Maybe it is Umaga, and I'm wrong. It's not Umanga. I know that. William Regal. I love Regal, man. Every time he said Umanga, it fucking popped me, man. Oh, man. Speaking of Regal, man, Regal was so good, man. He could do comedy to a high level. He could do serious to a high level. Fucking incredible in-ring technician. He just got in his own way, man. A William Regal who doesn't get in his own way has a fucking illustrious career. Not to say that he didn't have a good career. He was multiple-time tag champ and stuff. I don't want to actually. Yeah. Umaga, you in here, dog. You in here, dog. Kennedy, you're not here. Get out of here. Kennedy, you aren't here, brother. Get out of here, brother. Kennedy, you aren't here, bro. Ooh, what is this? What is this right here? Oh, get fucked, Ray. Get fucked, Ray. Little haka after, and then the little karate pose at the end there. Maybe that's part of the haka. Oh no, I don't want to assume nothing. Ooh. Fuck you, Ray. Speaking of Ray, you know what? I might as well not even mention it. You're gonna see this so long after the fact that it's not gonna matter. I was gonna make a comment on the race, yeah, I don't know. Now I mentioned it, so now if I'm like, yo, don't worry about it, I don't want you guys to be like, oh, what were you gonna say? Dude, I didn't mean to do that again. I did that again by accident. I didn't mean to. I was gonna mention why the fuck they still have Aaliyah and Murphy being a couple on screen after Seth went away and they had that whole resolution on SmackDown, you know? Because like I'm recording this on the 30th. I mentioned in the last episode. 30th of November. You're probably seeing this after Christmas at this point, right? So I don't know what they will have done from now till then, but they did the thing with Corbin where the faces screwed over the heel, and the heel was like, "Why am I getting screwed over, man?" And the faces were just like, "Yo, we're not screwing you over." It was a weird dynamic in that match, yeah. Like, what is the purpose of having Aaliyah still there? Like, it doesn't make any sense. She shouldn't have been dating Murphy to begin with, because it's a fucking 30-some-year-old dude and an 18-year-old or a 19-year-old. So, like, fucking, I've mentioned that before. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But, you know, like, why continue it? Just let, like, if Aaliyah wants to be part of the product, like, that's cool and shit. But, like, think of something better for her to do instead of being in a, you know, low-key pedophilic fucking, you know what I mean, relationship on camera. Like, it's not pedophilic, but it's like, it's pedophilic, kinda, a little bit, not really, but a little bit, but like very much so, you know what I mean? Like, it's a very wrong thing. This is a dude, a grown-ass man in his 30s and a 19-year-old kid. Like, it's not okay. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, like, shit, man. This winning animation doesn't exist in the kayfabe. Umaga would have decimated the local yokel, and then the Jobberson, and fucked them up. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully that, cause like, do you see what I mean with me getting like 3.5-star minimums? Because like this hopefully gets a 3, but like this is gonna get 3.5. There's a rivalry, an 85, a 90, and a 90, or a 91, or a 92, and a 93 or 94. You know, but 2 90s and then an 85. That's going to get a 3.5, and there's a rivalry. This match, there's a rivalry there, a bunch of 80s, that's going to get 3.5, easily, right? This next match right here, Super Crazy's a 70, yeah, but Helms is a 90-something, Chavo's an 83, it's a hardcore match, and there's a two-thumb-up rivalry going into it. This is probably going to get 3.5. Because last week in the 3-on-1, with the same people involved except with Ray also involved, Super Crazy was a 69 at that time, and that got a 3.5. You know what I mean? So, like, this is probably going to get a 3.5. Match rules, just the give up I give a shit about. It's obviously a hardcore match. I could have saved money and just made this a singles and then, you know, put the DQ off like I typically do, and then just use the weapons instead of having it there for protective purposes or preventive purposes. But I want the rating from the hardcore match. So we are going to be playing as Gregory Helms, as you could probably guess by Chavo being in his corner. Gregory Helms right there, Chavo Guerrero right there, Super Crazy right there. Let's see if we can get this win for the Cruiserweight Champion. While we wait for this to load, we're going to drink some of this peace tea. Please sponsor me. Good shit, brother. Good shit. Okay, so for the finish for this match, it's not for the finish, I should say, but There's a point in the match that I'd like to point out, and I'll point out after Super Crazy's entrance, because I'm going to interrupt myself to meme his theme music anyway, so I'm just going to put off the explanation so I don't interrupt myself, you know? Gringo, in time, you're going to be working for me, so you don't want to get on my bad side, because everyone loves Latino. Alright, in the match at some point, maybe while Super Crazy is having some momentum or whatever, Chavo would be on commentary. I'll say that first. You know, what else? You know, Jurgen booking wrestling, wrestler on commentary. You know what I mean? I just love it. It's such an easy tool to advance rivalries and advance characters. Like I love it as a tool to advance things. Anyways, it doesn't really matter right now. Chavo would be on commentary. He'd be doing his usual shit, putting Helms over, putting himself over, putting this and that over, whatever. Now, at some point, when Super Crazy is getting some momentum and has Gregory Helms maybe like down in the turnbuckle or in the corner or something, and he's like, you know, getting up in the middle of the ring kind of thing, or like maybe he throws Helms into the corner to go do a move, and maybe he goes and like runs for a clothesline and comes back and then runs for a clothesline and he's going to do a third one or something. I don't really know. It doesn't really matter, but I just want Helms to be like far enough away to not be directly nearby Super Crazy. But basically, Super Crazy is going to be looking in a good spot kind of thing. And then Chavo is going to be like, here, watch this. You hear the headset get taken off. He goes into the ring and low blows Super Crazy from behind, right? And Super Crazy falls to his knees. Chavo also has a steel chair in his hand, and then he throws the chair to Helms at Helms' feet. And then he has, you know, Super Crazy down on his knees in front of them. And he's like, hit him, dude. Hit him, Mr. Goody Two-Shoes. Hit him. And he's egging him on. I don't know why I went with the Mr. Goody Two-Shoes thing. Well, obviously the reason why is because, you know, Chavo's a bastard heel, and Helms used to be, and now he's upset that Helms is a good guy or a goody two-shoes. So it's like, yeah, okay, no, it's a way for him to try and demean Gregory Helms. So there, okay, I do know why I use it. I don't know. It's meant to sound kind of absurd, you know what I mean? But anyways, he'd be egging him on to hit him, and Gregory Helms would be kind of looking conflicted. He'd be like, man, like, I don't want to hit him like this. But then he's like, okay, I got it. And then he like lifts the chair to swing, but instead of swinging down towards Super Crazy, he swings over Super Crazy, trying to hit Chavo, and Chavo just moves out of the way and runs out of the ring. And, you know, Helms runs at him, swinging with the chair also, you know, as Chavo slides out of the ring or something. And he's like, yeah, I'll hit you with this. You know, I still have it in me, brother. And he turns around and he wins the match. You know what I mean? There you go. He probably won't use the weapons in the match against Super Crazy. He'll win clean against Super Crazy because he has no reason to use the weapons against Super Crazy. He's a face now. Super Crazy's a face. He didn't ask for this match. Super Crazy didn't ask for this match. There's no beef between him and Super Crazy. They were put into this match because Chavo had a scheme. You know what I mean? So he's not going to abide by Chavo's thing and put damage on Super Crazy with weapons because he doesn't need to. You know what I mean? But when he swings at Chavo, he's proving to Chavo, like, yeah, I still have a mean streak in me. I will show it against you, kind of thing, is what's going on there. Okay, Super Crazy, got some fight in you, boy. Got some fight in you, dog. Let's go. Don't worry, I turned submissions off. You don't have to worry about it. Alright. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that at all. I didn't want to do that at all. Obviously, we used the chair in the game just because it was there and I wanted to. But yeah, Helms doesn't use the chair against Super Crazy. He does swing at the German Supla, baby. He does swing at Chavo Guerrero, though. So, yeah, man. Let's get you with a good old back body drop, brother. Let's get you with one of these. Let's run into a good old Shining Wizard. Let's pick your ass up. Let's get you with one of these right here. Let's do one of these right here. Ooh, yeah, a little key lock maybe is what that's called. I don't really know. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Ooh, I love these knees to the head, bro. Hopefully that gets him to red. That'd be nice. No, and do him again. Fuck your head, bro. Fuck your head, bro. Fuck a concussion. What y'all know about concussions, bro? Not real. They don't exist. All right. That was WWE's fucking stance on them until Benoit, and then they were like, "Oh no, we care about concussions." Oh, it's hardcore, so no rope break. Cool. He rolled him into the ropes. He could have just rolled him away, but he rolled him into the ropes. So, yeah, Chavo gets involved, gets Super Crazy down on his knees after a low blow. Throws a chair at Helms' feet. Helms picks it up. Thinks for a second, looks like he's debating it, and then he swings, but not for Super Crazy, for Chavo Guerrero over Super Crazy. Chavo just gets out of the way. And, yeah. Just gets out of the way. Chavo chases him out. Helms chases him out of the ring with the chair. Turns around. Wrestles maybe another minute or something. Maybe, whatever. Maybe Super Crazy goes for a roll-up kind of thing. Trying to catch Helms off guard. Helms kicks out. Bada boom, bada bing. Running into a Shining Wizard. And then from the Shining Wizard into a Vertebreaker. Bada boom, bada bing. He wins the match just after that, kind of thing. Something like that. But, yeah, no weapons used by Helms in the match because he didn't need to. He didn't want this match to be hardcore, blah, 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 blah. You get it. But he does show that he will use the weapon against Chavo at Mania when they have their hardcore match. He's not afraid to use the weapons like Chavo thinks he is. Chavo thinks he's a Mr. Goody Two-Shoes, won't do anything outside of the rules. But, he's still got that mean streak in him. Just when it's required. And now we move on to the next match, dude. We've got the United States Championship match between Randall Keith, and Chris Benoit. As you can probably tell, we're going to be playing as Benoit there by the placement of Batista. DQ off, give up on because Benoit is a submission guy. And like I said, we are going to be playing as Chris Benoit, defending his championship for the third week successfully in the kayfabe, and let's see if we can replicate it in the gameplay. And while we wait for this to load, please sponsor me Peace Tea. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, bro. All right, man. So yeah, man. Like I said earlier, like really early on in the night, Randy would have a backstage segment where he walks into, Benoit's locker room or something. He's like, "Hey, Benoit, I just want to ask you ahead of time. I would like to answer your open challenge." Benoit's like, "Okay, yeah, you're on. See you later tonight," kind of thing. Hey, nothing you can say. Nothing's gonna change what you've done to me. Now it's time to shine. I'm gonna take what's mine. Take what's mine. Hey, nothing you can say. Nothing's gonna change what you've done to me. Now it's time to shine. I'm gonna take what's mine. You're gonna burn in my light. We'll watch the full entrances. Stroke time. We'll watch the full entrances since this is a title match. That's probably something I should have been doing this whole time, but we'll start doing it now, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Yeah, man. Let's see how difficult of a match this is going to be against Randall Keith. The weirdest thing about Randy in the games, not the weirdest thing, I find it so weird how he has the exact same character model from 2007 to 2008. They literally copy pasted it. His body type looks the same. Like 99% the same, I'm pretty sure. He's got the exact same attire, the exact same face model, the exact same hair. They just copy and pasted him to the next year because I'm pretty sure he was injured in 2007. So they There's no holding me back. I'm not driven by fear, I'm just driven by anger, and you're under attack. Just climbing up slowly, I'm the one and only on. Is it just me, or does Benoit look a little thick when he got that title around his waist? You know what I mean? I feel like the title just extends past his hips, but it makes it look like his hips just extend to that length. So he kind of looked kind of boxy, kind of thick, you know what I'm saying, with that title around his waist. Yeah, like I said, Randy requested early on in the night, and then later on in the night, another backstage segment, he tells Batista, he's like, hey, yo, Batista, man, I got myself, I'm answering that U.S. Championship challenge tonight, man. And I'm going to win it. I'm telling you, I'm going to win it. And that's going to prove that you're the weak link of us two. And Batista's like, all right, man. All right. Go do it, man. Prove me wrong. I don't really want them to be face or heel, you know what I mean? Right now, I guess, kind of thing. They're just kind of two dudes on the roster who are friends, you know what I mean? So they're not going around, you know, trying to cheat to win or anything. They're just wrestling, you know what I mean? They would have been heels going into No Way Out, right? And then after No Way Out, obviously the perception would still be heels, so they are still heels, but they've kind of put the antics aside right now. They're just kind of like a duo. You know what I mean? And they don't really fuck with the heel shit, the face shit, you know what I mean? It's just like two guys on the roster trying to be like, I'm not the weak link, you're the weak link. Nah, man, it's you. I'm better than you. No, I'm better than you. No, I'm better than you. You know what I mean? So like the heel face thing doesn't really matter right now for them is the intention right here. Because, you know, with the Boogeyman match, you know, it wasn't like, oh, Boogeyman's a bitch, I'ma beat him. It was, yo, Boogeyman's kind of not the greatest competition. And he's like, oh yeah, prove it, dude, fight him. And then last week it was like, oh, hey, I'm gonna challenge for the title, blah blah blah. And in this week's episode, like he wouldn't go into Benoit's locker room all aggressive and shit like that and be like, yo, Benoit, you and me for the U.S. title, bitch, I'ma fuck you up, dude. You know what I mean? He would have just gone in and been like, hey, Benoit, I'd like to challenge for the U.S. Championship tonight in your open challenge. What do you say? And then Benoit's like, yeah, okay, you're on. See you later tonight, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So they are still heels just because they, just by way of like they haven't turned face, right? So they're still heels because they were heels before. But the matches that they're having don't have a heel face influence technically. They'll get booed by the fans or whatever because they're heels and stuff, but like there's no like, oh, you're a piece of shit because I'm arrogant and stuff. It's just two dudes trying to be like, yo, I'm not the shit one, you're the shit one, nah, you're the shit one, nah, you're the shit one, nah, dog. You know what I mean? So there we go. Did he reverse that? No, he did not, but he is definitely in the ropes. He's 100% in the ropes. Yeah, he's right there. I'm a hold to ignore it, dude. I'm a hold to ignore it, bruh. I'm a hold to ignore it, bruh. There you go. Let's go. All right. Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. Ooh, that's a weird one. There you go. Ooh. Let's get you with one of these right there. All right. And he's not going to be in the ropes because his feet are toward the ropes. Now, he is absolutely in the ropes, practically, but because of how the rope mechanics work in the submission, his hand had to be near it. I love it. I love it. What an oversight. That's an incredible oversight, and it's come to my aid very often, you know what I mean? These matches are going by kind of quick, man. I don't really know what's going on. These matches are going by a little quick. Maybe the steel cage will take a little bit longer. I don't know. We'll see. But, and still, once again, just like last week, have a moment where, you know, Randy's about to win and Benoit kicks out, you know, at 2 3/4 or whatever. Have Randy get really close time and time again. Benoit does not get put away, and Benoit just squeaks out the victory, retaining his championship. And once again, just like Batista last week, Benoit extends his hand in respect to Randy and gives him the same kind of pat on his chest look of like sympathy that he gave Batista with like, yo, you're wrestling at a high level, man. I don't know what to tell you. You know, kind of one of those things like that. The look of sympathy, pat on the chest thing isn't, you know, necessary. So like if you don't like that, in your head for how I'm telling the story. You can just omit that if you want. I don't really care. But the handshake for respect after a hard-fought fight, that's mandatory in the story I'm trying to tell. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, anyways, on to the main event of the evening. But you see what I mean with the star ratings, though? Like, hopefully Kurt gets that to a 3. That's minimum 3.5. That's 3.5, maybe 4. That's 3.5, hopefully. And then that's got to be 3.5, you know what I mean? And then this match hopefully will be a 4-star. I'm hoping also with the rivalry in place of match, I'm hoping that it puts the rivalry effect in the match that you put them in. So like hopefully this match gets the Eddie Kurt rivalry bonus. You know what I mean? Because of the rivalry in place of the match, because Kurt's in there. And hopefully this match gets the Eddie-Kurt rivalry bonus because Eddie's in it. But regardless, Eddie's a 90-something, 94, I think. Shelton is a 86. It's a steel cage match. It's the main event. Match rules, we got entrance, we got escape from cage door. I'm going to turn that off. Pin and give up, I'm going to turn on. Escape from cage door, I'm turning off because I don't want to deal with that superplex bullshit. So, yeah, pin and give up is going to be on because that's how we are going to be winning this match. And we are going to be playing this and winning this match, hopefully, as Eddie Guerrero. We got some storyline stuff in the match that I'll explain in a second here. But this should be a good match, and hopefully we can get the win for your boy Eddie. And while we wait for this to load, please sponsor me Peace Tea. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Good shit, dude. Good shit, man. We got Eddie right there. I lie, I cheat, I steal. I lie, I cheat, I steal. We'll watch the full entrances for this as well because this is kind of like a feud blow off inside of a feud kind of thing, because like I used, you know, I've been doing the Eddie and Shelton stuff recently, so this is kind of like a feud ender within a feud kind of thing. So we'll watch the full entrances for this match as well because it's a big match, a steel cage anyways. So in terms of the match itself, right, we're gonna have some moments that I'm gonna outline to you right now. One of them is that Shelton Benjamin is going to put an ankle lock on Eddie and wrench it in after working the leg a little bit earlier in the match. And Eddie is going to be screaming, and Kurt is going to be right in front of Eddie's face through the cage, screaming at him to give up, to tap out. Do it, Eddie. Tap. Fail like you're failed before. You're going to lose this match, Eddie. Tap, tap. Just yelling at him to tap, right? Talking shit to him while he's in pain, blah, blah, blah. Eddie perseveres, though, gets out of it. No problem. Not no problem, but, you know, he gets out of it. But the thing that helps Eddie get out of it is with Kurt yelling in his face, you can see the pain in Eddie's face turn to anger, and the anger powers him out kind of thing. No stopping, you can't rock with me. No stopping, you can't rock with me. Just drop it, ain't no stopping me. No, you can't rock with me. No stopping, you can't rock with me. No stopping, you can't rock with me. Just drop it, ain't no stopping me. No. For the entrances and stuff, Eddie would come out first. Just so we could have a shot of Eddie waiting in the cage menacingly, and Shelton coming up to the cage, and like a shot from through the doorway from outside over Shelton's shoulder looking into the cage through the door to Eddie kind of thing, with Shelton looking kind of nervous, but Kurt saying, you got this, remember the plan, you got this kind of thing. And Shelton's like, yeah, okay, yeah, I got this, you're right. Another thing that will happen in the match is that Kurt is going to throw a steel chair over the top of the cage in order for Shelton to catch and use. However, what's going to happen is Kurt is going to throw the chair over. Either he overthrows it and Eddie catches it, or like Eddie pushes Shelton out of the way because Shelton will have his back towards Eddie looking at Kurt on the outside to catch it, and then maybe we could have Eddie like push Shelton out of the way and grab the chair himself, or maybe just Kurt overthrows it and gives it to Eddie by mistake. And then when Eddie catches it, he kind of looks down and he looks up and he's like, oh yeah, it's time to have some fun. And he just beats the shit out of Shelton Benjamin with that chair, bro. Chair shots to the back, chair shots over the head, whatever you like. And then eventually he will use the chair to trap Shelton's ankle into the chair, right? And he'll use that. He'll trap Shelton's ankle in the chair, and then do that thing where you stomp down on the chair when the person's ankle's in it to fuck up his ankle, right? And then Eddie will put in an ankle lock of his own, wrenching it in, blah, blah, blah. And when he notices that Shelton is about to tap, he'll let go of it, and he'll wag his finger, and he'll be like, nah, nah, nah. And he'll pick him up. He'll do a nice old Three Amigos, right? And then he'll start climbing the cage, right? And then you know, maybe the crowd, maybe the people watching at home are like, why is he climbing the cage? Is he going to try and win by escape? What's the point? And then when he gets to the top, he does his Viva la Raza little chest shake thing, kind of thing. Not fully, because he's balancing on top of the cage. And then he does a frog splash from the top of the cage. He doesn't miss and lose the title shot to JBL this time. He connects with the frog splash from the top of the cage onto Shelton Benjamin for the 1-2-3. Ooh, okay. I'm trying to see if there are different corner moves or not, because like, okay, so that one's different. So I think because I did left on the with the stick, and then I did right with the stick, and it did him throwing his face into it both times. Okay, so up and down and then left and right are two separate moves. Okay, I see. I feel you. Let's get you into this cage here, Shelton. There you go. Let's get you into the cage here, Shelton. Here we go. Let's go right here. Oh, there you go. Here we go. I remember this pissed me off on 2008 a lot because they would reverse it just immediately. Or maybe this pissed me off in fucking against Kurt even. Or against Eddie, by the way, actually, because I was Kurt at SummerSlam hitting Mania. Let's throw this in right now, just because I don't think... Ooh, the slow-mo. The slow-mo, dude. Holy shit, the slow-mo is dramatic. It's dramatic, ladies and gentlemen. It's dramatic. I'm going to try and actually do the frog splash from the top, by the way. I'm going to try and actually do it like intended right here. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to climb and then try and do it as intended from the top. Hopefully he stays down for it and all that shit. Here we go. All right, Eddie, or Shelton, please just stay there, man. Here we go. Here we go. All right, can I do it? No, you can just do one of those. Okay. Well, then we'll just do... That's disappointing. Because I would have loved to do it from there, but I guess you can't. Oh, there you go. We'll just... we'll finish it off there. That's a real shame. That's a real shame that they don't let you do finishers off the top of there. Because that'd be fucking cool, man. I wonder if they do now. I wonder if they do in the current games, if you can do that. Because, like, that's such an oversight to me. Like, imagine you have a steel cage match in your game, right? In the early 2000s and in the 90s in those games, like, I understand. You know what I mean? But also, in those games, they actually had easier times of doing that, I feel like, because the cage wasn't actually a cage, I don't think. Like, right, like, I feel like the physical properties within the game's coding and shit like that, the way that it's set up in these games is like the cage is an object to be climbed and escaped through, right? But I feel like in the old games, they were just like, okay, the cage, the way we build the cage in the game is the same as the way we build like the turnbuckle in the game, whatever. You just climb it because it's something you climb, and then you're just standing on it, so you can do anything. Anything you can do on the top of the turnbuckle you can do from the top of the cage. I feel like they would have had more leeway just because they were less advanced, so they probably did a lot of shit by reusing certain things, right? But I don't know. I feel like that's just such a big oversight, you know what I mean? How many fans do I win right here? Only 80,000? Fuck yourself. I feel like that's just a big oversight because, like, you have a match where people can go to the top of the cage, and you have people on the roster that have diving finishers. Like, why not use it? SmackDown's general manager went on record and guaranteed a better show than Raw this week. The Raw fans tuned into SmackDown to check out the hype. It was quite a convincing speech that the general manager gave. It was hard to argue with the facts that were presented. All right. Oh, I was going to meme the music, but it's muted, so I forgot. Okay, draft reminder. As both of you are well aware, I've announced a draft that will take place immediately after WrestleMania. Each show will draft 3 superstars at random from the other show. Only champions will be exempt from the draft proceedings. Also, don't forget that the GM of the year will get to select a superstar of their choice from the other show during the draft. Now, is it like 2008 where if you win the interpromotional matches, you get to select extra people to make exempt, or like, you know what I mean? Because, like, I don't know. Yep, I know your contract's expiring, brother. I got you, bro. I got you, Eddie. Not renewing you for a year, brother. This series is done in 2 weeks. I don't need you for a year. And we got a whole slew of fucking contracts next week on the go home, huh? I might as well renew these now. Just get them out of the way. Or nah. I'll think about it. And then at the beginning of next week, maybe we do it. I don't know. We'll see. Because next week is is when we're going to be doing the go home. All right. Perfect. All of these are still at 2 thumbs up. We're doing good. That's at a 1 thumb up right there. Let's take a look at these renewals. These popularities right here. All right, Kurt at a 99, Eddie at a 94, Undertaker, I think, back up to a 94 there, Benoit up to a 93, Helms up to a 92, or he kept 92, Kane stayed 92, but down arrow, Umaga, I think, went back up to 88, because I think he went 88 down to 86 somehow, and then he was 87 before this, and now he's back up to 88. Shelton went up as a result of that match, so I'm expecting a 4-star match. He lost, and he went up. Booker T went up. Kennedy went up, I think, because he was 85. Chavo went up. RVD went up because he was on the winning side. Yep. Ray went down a little bit. Batista went up. Randy went back down below 80. Sorry. Johnny Nitro up to a 76. Melina stayed 76. Super Crazy, despite losing, stayed 70 and had up arrow. So does that mean the hardcore match got a 4-star as well? Boogeyman was not featured, unfortunately, and Kid Cash below 60 now, unfortunately for him. Like I said, rivalries already we checked. Let's take a look at how the ratings were. They had a 2-star, a 2.5, a 3, a 3.5. Wow, they put on a good show too. Wow. Okay. They had a 4.5 star in the main event there. So if we go ahead and just apply that half from the 4.5 to this 2, then they got a 3 there. And if we take this half to match number 1, they got a 2.5, then 3s across the board, 3s and then some 4s. So yeah, 3-star is valid for them. I'll give them that. That's a 3-star show. Absolutely. This got 3-star like I expected. Cool. Or like I was hoping. This got 3.5 like I expected. This got 3.5 like I expected. This got 4. Okay. Before I started recording, I was like, yo, I'm hoping this gets 3, but maybe because it's hardcore and the rivalry's 2 thumb up, it'll get 4. I don't know if I said that in the recording. I don't remember what I say in the recording like 5 minutes after I say it, to be honest with you. So yeah. Then this one got 3.5, and then this one got 4. So yeah, typically when somebody loses and they still gain popularity, it was a 4-star match. So when I saw Super Crazy gain, I was like, yo, shit, what? Really? Okay. So yeah, we had a really good show. This should have been a 3.5, and it was. Yeah. No, absolutely valid. Cool. Cool, brother. Cool. All right. We gained 80,000 fans. Let's take a look at the fan support real quick. We are just ahead of them. Okay. I don't know if I should run another slander promotion or if they, fuck you over for running them over and over again. But let's take a quick look at the Power 25 here before we end off the episode. Carlito kept number 1, Kurt Angle kept number 2, Benoit kept number 3, Triple H up to 4 from 7, Eddie up to 5 from 9, Gregory Helms up to 6 from 10, JBL up to 7 from 8, Mick Foley down to 8 from 5, Undertaker up to 9 from 11, Flair up to 10 from 14, Kane down to 11 from 4, Finlay down to 12 from 6, Umaga up to 13 from 15, Cena down to 14 from 12, Lita up to 15 from 16, Shawn Michaels down to 16 from 13, Book up to 17 from 19, Kennedy up to 18 from 20, Edge down to 19 from 18, Shelton down to 20 from 17, Chavo up to 21 from 23, Rob Van Dam kept 22, Lashley making his way back onto the Power 25, going up to 23 after not being featured last week, Batista making his reappearance, and Rey Mysterio going down to 25 from 21. Who missed out? Randy got zucked and Big Show went right back off. Let's take a look at our specific one because we didn't do that in the last episode. Let's see what it was last episode. Okay. I see. Boogeyman was on it last episode. I don't think he will be this week because he wasn't featured. Unfortunate. God damn. I wish I checked that last episode because I would have marked out. Okay. Kurt kept number 1. Benoit kept number 2. Eddie went up to number 3 from 4. Helms went up to 4 from 5. Undertaker up to 5 from 6. Kane down to 6 from 3. Umaga kept 7, Book up to 8 from 9, Kennedy up to 9 from 10, Shelton down to 10 from 8, Chavo up to 11 from 13, RVD kept 12, Batista up to 13 after not being featured, Ray down to 14 from 11, and then Randy down to 15 from 14. So yeah, Boogeyman made a quick little appearance and then fucked off. So yeah, man. Okay, we'll go ahead and save real quick. I'll let you know what the match card is for the go home, and then we'll end off the episode. So let's tell you what the match card is for the go home. Where it is in my book? Where is it? I'll find it. There it is. Okay, we're starting things off with RVD versus Shelton versus Boogeyman versus Johnny Nitro in a preview Fatal 4-Way for the Money in the Bank ladder match. Then in the second match of the evening, I didn't use this as a match. I used this as promo segments for 2 feuds. Batista and Randy are technically in a feud, right? I think they're in like a friendly competition feud kind of thing I have going on. And also like, I'm better than you, no, you're shit, no, I'm shit, but no, you're shit, but I'm better than you, I have them going on in that. And then I obviously have Book and Taker. So I just used the second match to just put all of this shit together. So it's just going to be, I'm going to use the second match just for popularity purposes in the gameplay, and then the second match on the card for kayfabe purposes in the episode next week is going to be to explain how those rivalries get advanced on the go-home. In the third match, we have Chavo versus Super Crazy in a hardcore match. Then in the fourth match, we have Chris Benoit versus Rey Mysterio for the U.S. Championship in the Open Challenge. Then in the fifth match of the evening, we have an Umaga and Kennedy segment, and then in the main event of the evening, we have an Eddie Guerrero and Kurt Angle contract signing. So, yeah, man, that's the go home. I'm thinking of doing another slander promo just so we can get the fans going into the pay-per-view, into Mania, but I feel like we'll get, a penalty for kind of doing it 2 weeks in a row kind of thing. I think you have to only do it every once in a while, but, yeah. That's the card next week. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If this is the first video that you're watching from the series, you can check out a link to the playlist at the end cards at the end of the video, as well as a link to my Smackdown. No, I keep doing that, man. I don't know what's wrong with me. Well, I know a lot of things that are wrong with me. I don't know why I keep doing that, though. We got this in the end cards, and then we also got 2K14 30 Years of Mania. I'm also doing a 2K Battlegrounds campaign and a UFC 4 career mode if you want to go check those out. Follow me on Twitter, link in the description. Please sponsor me, Peace Tea. Be sure to turn on notifications so you never miss an episode, because YouTube likes to zuck your boy and not put my videos in your sub boxes. So by pressing that nice old bell icon, you'll get a push notification anytime I do upload, and you'll never have to miss it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, share it to all your friends, comment down below, all that good shit. And I'll see you guys next time.